Before I start, again, I'm saying this, I do not hold a grudge on any of the SMGs. I respect all of them. I respect a view user also. Don't take this personally in my top 5. My honorable mentions would be the AGR and the SMC. Both are good guns. I would suggest using AGR as an AR type. If you want a gunsmith for the AGR, I can leave you a link down in the description below. For the MSMC, the image will pop up, I guess, right now. So I use this build mainly because I prefer using slow attachments for my SMGs. It usually brings a more bigger advantage for me. But if that doesn't satisfy, you can anyway message me on Discord. I'm always free in UAE time. You can ask me anything you like. I can give you all the information that you need about every gun. Starting with number 5, it's the RUS. Normally known as the AKS-74U, this gun is widely respected among everyone. Before it got nerfed, it was one of the best guns in the game, if not the best SMG in the game. It's got amazing accuracy, the best accuracy among all SMGs. But as I'm saying this gun's mobility ain't the best if you ask me. It's got the same mobility as variant ARs. It's not really good when it comes to the magazine size, which is 30 rounds. It's not really impressive when you're going through comp level. It'll easily get destroyed if you're going up against the 3-shot ARs, ASM-10, DRH, and Man of War. So really it ain't standing much of a chance against those 3 ARs. But what really makes it good is the attachments that you must use with it. I would normally suggest something that will counter the mobility and the ammunition, but you can go through various different ways with this SMG. This is what I would suggest you using. High mobility with high ammunition. This gun can slay in close ranges to mid ranges. If you want something like suppression and with a little bit of range that's more balanced, then I would suggest this build. It's got pretty much everything that you need in this build. No stock for the mobility, strike foregrip for the control, ammunition, the laser sight, and the monolithic suppressor. And with those attachments, it'll be a fast killing SMG. Would it be good for S&D games? No, I would only suggest it for domination and shipment matches, as I think it will probably be better playing out that level. If it can reach the potential of comp level, but since there are other guns that are highly better than it, I doubt that it will make so much of a difference. But whatever I said, the gun is still good. It's really fun to use in all matches if you ask me. I really enjoy using this gun. Before I used to hate it, now I just love this gun. Before we go to the 4th position, which is the GKS, I would like to say thank you for 55 subs. It's really been special for me. Thank you very much. Now, highly underrated SMG deserves a lot of respect. This gun can definitely slay in 20 meters or above. This thing is a monster. Would this gun be comp level? Yes, that's an astounding yes. If you can master the GKS, then no one's gonna stop you at this point, because this gun can really slay that quickly, except there are some minor difficulties of this gun. The default mag of the GKS is very low, it's 25, and the fact that you will be using this in closer ranges, you'll probably be needing a lot of ammo. Second thing is its fire rate. The problem of this SMG is its fire rate. It's got the fire rate of a normal AR, which is why other SMGs can actually outmatch it when it comes to fire rate. So that's one of the problems that we cannot change, but I think there might be some solutions for that matter. So why is this gun even on the list? Well, it's quite because of its damage and its damage range. The damage the GKS can deal is 28 upper body, actually whole body, and 36 headshot, which is pretty darn good. And it's right up till 20 meters, which is really good for an SMG like the GKS. The GKS's playing style is very unorthodox. Like, the options that you have to use for the playing style is kind of interesting. You're gonna have to play a passive aggressive when you're using this gun, especially if you're not using ammunition. For first things, you need to use ammunition on this gun. 25 is so less, but I would suggest this one more than the first one. because 40 round doesn't really lower your reload speed, it's still the same, only movement speed and ADS time is lower, which is actually quite impressive. If you're not satisfied with my gunsmith, then you can anyway message me on Discord. I can probably make other builds for you. And if you're going to use my build, I would suggest playing passive aggressive. That's the best way if you're going to play domination and HP matches. S&D, you can probably do whatever you like, it depends on your playing style. Now we're on to the top 3. Now this is where y'all will probably go toxic on me, because the top 3 was a very hard decision for me to make. I'm being very honest, I wanted all those 3 guns to be in the first position just because of how good they were. The only way I could decide was the way how I was playing with them before, whether I liked them before, whether I had a good past with them before. So it was really hard for me to make this decision. But with all that said, let's go to number 3, which is the Fennec. Probably one of the most used SMG. I've seen people play with it in comp, I've seen them play in Gonera, I've even seen them play in the actual Chinese server. So really, this gun is a monster. If you're gonna use this gun, you're not gonna regret using it ever again, because this gun is so amazing once it comes to close ranges, and it can definitely slay with that type of fire rate. The only thing I would say are the disadvantages are the ammunition and the recoil of the gun. The attachment that I would suggest using for this gun, I would say only one attachment, and you can use it from the foregrip side, whether it's vertical or horizontal. That scares you. I think it'll be vertical, so I'd suggest using Ranger foregrip or Operator foregrip. Those are the 2 ones that will probably help you at this point. This was the build that was used in the gameplay. I would really suggest it in close to mid ranges, as it is a Fennec. This one is just for fun. You can go negative because the mobility is so high in the Fennec. For those who are thinking of using a Kimbo, please do not use it. It's worthless ever since the nerf. For people who use a red dot, I understand how you feel. I can see why people are not a fan of the iron side of the Fennec. I mean, it is a little weird, but I wouldn't suggest using red dot side because of waste attachment. But if you will want to use red dot side, I would suggest this one. With all that said, let's just go to the number 2 position, which is the QXR. Widely respected among the Call of Duty community, nearly the most perfect SMG in the game. I cannot even name one negative factor about this gun. It's really a good gun to use. Good mobility, high fire rate, understandable recoil, and I'm not even done talking about all of them. It's really a good SMG to use. I would recommend it for comp any game. Even Gonera will be super useful also. And what I really like about this gun, like the Fennec, it's very versatile. You can choose anything to probably help you in those situations. Its recoil is already easy to control. Mobility is already decent enough. The range, you just have to work with it a little bit, probably put a nice marksman or a monolithic, then you still have a fast time to kill with it. Okay, so before I show you the gunsmiths, it's a very versatile weapon. You can use anything with it. But this is the build that I was using for the gameplay. This one is quite decent, I would recommend it. But if you want to go negative on the mobility, then you should try watch times loadout. It's actually quite decent. Now we're on the last one, which is the number 1, and I think you know which one it is. It is the QQ9. Normally known as the MP5, this gun can definitely slay in close to mid ranges, even longer ranges. Quick time to kill, amazing mobility, and good range for a regular SMG. It's an amazing choice for anyone. For beginners, it's very helpful. For pros, it's very useful. Super versatile, really a cool gun to use. The only disadvantage I would say is I think it's ammo. Like, it's got 30 and that's a bit too less, but I think we all know that we'll be using 45 mag, which is the best mag out of the other 2, which is fast reload and 10mm, which ain't good enough. Now starting to the gunsmiths, before I show you, I only do not use the laser because in S&D games I have this conscience in me that they will see the laser and I'll get exposed. So I usually go for graduated grip tape, and the area speed is quite easy. If y'all want, y'all can put the laser, but I don't know. The accuracy will be a lot less. This will probably be your best bet if you ask me. But if you want more and you're not satisfied, just message me. Just message me. I'm free anytime. I'm not so sure about the PP19 because it is new. But all that said, thank you for watching. I really didn't enjoy doing this voice thing. I do not like hearing my voice in the vid, so embarrasses me a lot. But it's worth it for the 55 subs. I'm never gonna do this again. Next time I'm staying to typing. I keep on stuttering. Bye.